there, Ulti Zeta here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet. In the last episode, we cleared up the Titan quest, or at least all of the Titans themselves. We still have a little bit left to do, but we're still a little underleveled for that. So for now, I'm going to be going on a Gimmighoul hunt for a little bit. And that includes, apparently, I found a map on Cerebi, basically. And apparently there's a Gimmighoul chest right on this top giant mountain, which is why it's a very good thing I got all of the HMs. So what I understand about Gimmighoul chests is that they have static spawns that have a very slim chance to respawn every time there's a day cycle in-game. Something like that. Which is why I'm just not, like, spamming the ones that I've already done. I don't see a chest right now, though. Did I go on the right rock? I might not have gone on the right rock. Let's see if I went on the right rock. Oh, correct. I went on the wrong rock. It's that rock. This one. This one, over here. Hooray, flying. Whee! Alright. On this rock. Somewhere. Oh, I see Volcarona. And by that I mean Larvesta. I keep getting them confused for some reason. A lot of Pokemon up here, but I don't see a chest immediately. I saw that guy. It's on the end, according to the Cerebi map. Here it is. Hello! I'm here to kill you. Give me your money. 50 coins. Okay. Alright. And the reason why I also came over here is because there is, in general, a lot of Gimmighoul in this area. And the next one is in an area that's a little surprising to me. It's in one of the floating islands in the water over here. So. Wait. Potion. That's the Port Marinia de Boba. So it's a little more this way. Should be this first island. Oh, that's a bunch of item guys. Item guys? Yes. You're an item guy now, Don Van. How does that make you feel? Probably insulted considering that she was a girl. Yeah. Apparently this island over here in the West Paldean Sea. There is a Gimmighoul. Whee! Oh, I think I see it. And an item. Phantom Force. Interesting. Hello. What's that? Rah. 60 coins. Okay. Alright. Now then. Let's go fly. I'll fly over here to this watchtower because it's it's closer than the other thing. I'm gonna put you back up front. Alright. So, based on the location I'm in at the map, I want to go this way. There's a cave here, and I don't know what the heck is over here. But I guess while I'm over here, I'll grab this steak. This is not really what I'm trying to do right now, but, like, if I remember that I got this one, then that'll be good. Worst case scenario, I come back here at a later date, and I'm like, oh, I already got this one. Dragon Pulse. Potentially useful. And this one is Stealth Rock. Potentially very useful. I like moves like that. I had to check the Charcadet eyes. Sorry. Most of the rest of these guys, like, if I see them, like, from a distance, usually I can tell if they're different. Alright, so... where am I right now? I need a bigger map. Okay, yeah, I'm going... this is the direction of where I'm going, right over here. So I want to, like, climb up the thing. Oh, hey, there's Pokemon on the minimap. I told... like, I brought up, like, Pokemon existing on the minimap previously. And... because I was, like, looking for something on the minimap at that point. I was looking for Bridgebacks, and I couldn't find it. And when I was telling that story, I was like, don't see a chest. Oh, but because I'm like, I'm not trying to be on top of the rock. I'm trying to go over that way. I should see if this one respawned, because there was one here, and like it might have respawned by now, because this was a while ago. Okay, doesn't look like this one respawned. There's a Bronzor in my face. It was worth just checking. Which also kind of proves that, like, these guys don't just, like, respawn if you, like, turn off the game or something. Okay. So somewhere here... in fact, literally, like, right on top of me, actually. Is it underground? It might be. There's a hole here. By the hole on the map that I'm looking for. I'm being distracted. This is where the steak was. I could have found this earlier if it really is just down here. It's down here. I could have gotten this earlier without all the headaches. Whatever. What you get for using a vertical top-down map, I guess. Hey, Baduba. Alright. Well, we found it eventually. Critical hit. Bye. Need more than 50. Stop obeying the letter and not the spirit! Whatever. Well... Help? No. I refuse. Alright, where am I gonna warp to next? Where's the a next good cluster of Gimme Ghoul? There's one near Alfornata. Alfornata's pretty high up, so I can probably just glide down right to this one. I go over this direction. And accidentally run into a teacup. I don't need you in my life. I'll grab these Let's Plays in the meantime. And if you're wondering about those Terror Raid stuff that I hate, don't worry, you'll see why I hate them eventually. Also, hey look, it's Clogsire, the evolution of Paldean Wooper. People usually love Clogsire. I am personally indifferent to it. Honestly, I think climbing the wall and then jumping off will be faster than just climbing the ladder. Alright. Thunder. Fire! Alright. I think this probably puts me around 800-ish? 750-ish? Almost 50. How am I doing so far? Bag. Down. 929! Okay, I only need 2 more, probably. Unless I get lucky. Alright, 2 more. There's one very close to here. It's probably in that watchtower that I just now saw. This is right near the very beginning of the game. This is Mezagoza. Or right outside of it. So this is basically where you go if you're like on your way to the bug gym. Apparently I also never unlocked this Pokemon Center. So I will just unlock it real quick, why not? Yes, I hear the Gimme Ghoul. You know what's kind of cool? I have a completely... all my Pokeballs are different, and none of them are Great Ball or Ultra Ball. It's kind of funny. I don't need the Fletchling, I just want the item, whatever it is. I like shiny things. Paralyze Heal. You know, you never know if I'll need that. Hey, Low Kick. I'm gonna teach that to Low Kicks. Yeah, over on this watchtower should be another Gimme Ghoul. And then I'll just need to find one more, and then I can finally evolve. Electro Ball. I think I've got 930. So if I get, like, 75... I don't know if I can get 75, but if I get 75, it'll be perfect. Oh no! I'm in the way! Gotta claw right up Koraidon's ass. $50. Okay, one more. The watchtower over here, apparently, that I haven't gone to yet. Directly behind me. That one. Okay, that's my destination, over there. That's the last Gimmighoul. As we watch all the textures on the mountains, like, spawn in. This is exciting for me, because this is the first time I've ever gotten enough of these coins. I've never gotten this guy before. The end result. And by the way, after we're done with all this, I think I'm finally going to start up the Team Star stuff. It's been waiting too long, and I have to do it eventually, so, like... Might as well, you know? Alright. I hear you. Just give me a second. Hello. I'm still in the way, oh no! The Gimmighoul fainted. And we got 60. Alright. So with that. What button is what button? Jesus Christ. Bag. Go back over here. And how much do we have? 999. So now all we have to do is level Bezel up. Perfect. The perfect amount. I was just guessing. Incredible camera angle. Thank you, game. Thank you so very much. I'm going to love seeing him evolve. Jesus fucking Christ. There he is! We have Goldengo! The coin entity Pokemon. It's made up of 1,000 coins. Seems to be. You're one off. It's 392 in the regional decks, but it's Pokemon number 1000. So now we have Bezel. Alright. Let's see what moves it can learn. Shadow Ball will be better than Astonish, that's for sure. Doesn't really have anything else good right now, but Recover's pretty decent. So I'll get rid of... I'll get rid of Takedown in favor of that. Okay. Cool beans. Alright. I can make progress in the Pokédex. Alright, well, sure. X button. 10 Great Balls. That's it. Okay. Well, alright. This is not the end of the episode. So let's go... well, I guess I'll go to the one that I've already kind of activated a cutscene for. Hi. You ready to get completely crushed because you're like level 20? Whoa, whoa, hold it, you. Up ahead's the base of operations for Team Star's Dark Crew. You may know us as the Second Squad. We don't take too kindly to random kids sniffing around our turf. I'm Ulti. That piece of work we're out to get for declaring war on Team Star? Yeah. What are you gonna do about it, bitch? I'm cool as a cucumber. I'll take you on. I'm not sassy, I'm confident. And you're going to die. Because this game doesn't level anything. So now, in a sense, me saving Team Star for last like this will give you an indication of what half of the game was like for me when I first played it. Level 19! Lower level than I anticipated. By level 19 single Pokemon Murkrow. Absorb your soul. Yay. Why did such a sassy kid have to be so strong? Because this game's weirdly balanced. Hasta la vista. Sorry for pronouncing the H. She's new to the team, you know. I'm gonna go with the base now and give the rest of the squad the heads up. We'll come at you full force. Sure. Rototototo. Hello, Cassiopeia. It's been a while. Pull up in that pace is Team Star's Dark Crew, the Second Squad. I don't know what a Second is, I might be mispronouncing it. Their boss, Yakumo, pretty much runs the whole of Team Star. And he also produced that wild soundtrack of theirs himself. He's a sharp guy. Even our declaration of war won't have ruffled him in the slightest. His plan is probably to wear you down with a wave of grunts and finish you off himself. No use trying to outthink strategic types like him. Bring him down with a head-on attack. The way this works is basically auto-battling. The entire gist of what happens when you do these is you go inside, and there's just this area, and everybody gets upset. Oh, okay, Sorry, you can't just jump inside after everything's been activated. You have to ring the bell. Ding, ding, ding. Even villains have code, I guess. But it's basically just auto-battling is the thing. Yes, whatever. So we have 10 minutes to defeat 30 of these guys. Potentially a little tricky if, you know, I wasn't a million things over-leveled right now, so... Hi. Go commit murder on these skunkies. So this is what we do. We just run around and find things to kill. As soon as the game lets me spawn guys in. It's not very interesting. Because auto-battling already isn't very interesting. It's just there for, like, a little bit of convenience. So... fact of the matter is, it's just kind of like, yeah, the gameplay here is not very exciting. And it isn't exciting even if you're appropriately leveled for it. But it's definitely not when you are very high leveled. And this is what half of the game was like for me. Imagine that. Yeah, you just kind of wander around and press the R button when you're in front of things. And they even tell you what type you're about to fight. And there's no good strategy because, like, auto-battling system, it just depends on the Pokemon types. It doesn't depend on what moves you have, it depends on the Pokemon types. We did it. Photobomb by Flamenco. She's way above her level? Yeah, that's the first right thing you've ever said. And the way these Team Star raids always end up is... Do you remember there's one Pokemon called Revaroom or whatever? Where it was like a car engine that I mentioned? we didn't really see it, but it was there. It existed. Basically, the gist is that we fight a souped-up Revo-Vroom that's turned into a big car every single time, and it's also partially, it's also just, it changes type based on what Team Star person you're fighting. But also, it's not just that guy, there's also a regular trainer to deal with as well. Declaring war on Team Star is a real bad move. Whatever, you're level fucking 20. Bye. And there's Revo-Vroom. It's the car. Time to up the tempo. It's weird that he's like supposedly the boss, Team Star boss, and like he's also one of the earliest ones. Revo-Vroom's Intimidate. Bitterblade. The second Starmobile. Pretty faster than me, apparently. How's that for an opening track? Well, it also might be a priority move, I don't know. Goodbye. Wow, that Intimidate did a lot for you, huh? I mean, I guess it wasn't super effective, but still, I'm 3 levels higher than you. Okay, I guess it is just faster. Well, whatever. Goodbye. And that's a Team Star raid. We defeated Giacomo of Team Star. Hooray. He's sad. Guess that's that. And every time we defeat a Team Star boss, we get a flashback to about a year and a half ago. Guess that's that. Look at all these people. Unfortunately, Giacomo is the only one who looks like a normal human being. Reminder that these are all supposed to be school kids. The big boss just wanted my take on some stuff, so we had a chat and settled on a few plans. Operation Star and a new code of conduct for the team. Tons of new members have joined up recently. Gotta make some team rules, like a code, so we'll all be on the same page. He used to be president of the student council, but you know, everyone ended up hating him. You forced a ton of stuffy rules on everyone, and they wouldn't take it. You got some other new to replace you after like 5 minutes. Male student's hair must stray no further than 1.8 inches below the nape. Your rules were vexation made manifest. You'll all agree that I shouldn't be let anywhere near this new code. Did the best I could. There's no going back on it now. My days are a boss is over. Here, take my star badge. Yay. I think one of the things that really bothers me about Team Star is that, like, because of the way those flashbacks are presented, it's a lot of absolutely no show. We hear about, like, Giacomo, like, oh, he was stuck up and stuffy, but now he's not, and it's like, it's just a bullet point. It's nothing. It's a Wikipedia article. It's nothing. All of you in Team Star are headed for expulsion if you keep up your current activities. Why won't you break up the team and start attending class at the academy? We're waiting on a pal, though we don't know if they'll be coming back. They're only the strongest boss in all of Team Star, like how they're the top champion who's the absolute #1. They're the ones who invited us other bosses to form the team. Where is this big boss of you now? Wouldn't we like to know? Team Star and this big boss are very important. They're my greatest treasure. Hooray! Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the writing, the gameplay's bleh, and ultimately I don't care. Ulti, it's me. It seems Giacomo no longer carries his star badge, the symbol of his status as a boss. I don't know how you know that. Are they GPS tracked? Fucking weird as fuck. Oh, Giacomo. Sorry, got caught up in my thoughts for a second. And we get LP. And we can make more TMs. Someone from my supply unit will be there to give you some materials. Hi, Penny. You probably don't remember, but you got me out of a tight spot by the school stairs. So you do remember. I'm helping out with Operation Starfall as part of my independent study, you know, the treasure hunt. I'm good with machines and hacking and stuff, so I'll be working behind the scenes. So here you go, your bonus reward from Cassiopeia. Lots of Pokemon materials. Yay. That was pretty amazing. There's 4 more squad bosses left, so good luck. I can probably do the other early game one in this episode. Here it is. I can probably do it, because, like, it's been about 30 minutes, but some of that was fine without fighting Gimme Ghoul. Okay, I think the next one's over here, this direction. Here are the flags for it. I'll just heal up and get this as a save point. You guys special? Nope. Okay. You guys special? Nope. Alright. Hello. It's Clive. Yep, that's me, Clive, the normal academy student. Anyway, Ulti, I owe you one. Thanks to you, I've been accepted into Operation Starfall. Why did you join? Not the director. I need answers, that's all. You know what bothers me about this? It's that, like, there are people I saw when this game first came out who genuinely didn't realize Clive was Clavel. And I think it's a funny joke. But I think it's also very viable for you to just not really remember what Clavel looks like, or to just not realize that it's him. And I think it's just kind of disappointing that, like, there's no, like, possibility that they thought about that, or if they thought about it, they didn't bother, and so they just reveal it automatically with, like, the default human answers. And I think that's just kind of disappointing. Because I feel like it could have been a really funny joke to genuinely just have it be obvious, but also, at the same time, not obvious enough. I don't know. Team Star's bullying has caused a worrying number of students to drop out of school. Others say they're holed up in their bases plotting to cause trouble for the academy, but these are rumors. The matter I'm directly confronted with is something else. Their persistent truancy. They've all been skipping class for a while now. 5 of them in particular haven't so much as set foot inside a classroom for over a year. I feel like a real school would expel these students after, like, 2 weeks. All students must be expelled if they don't go to school. There's been no response. Cassiopeia, can you hear me? It's just me, because this game loves to make me lie. Be warned that Team Star will have its guard up after losing one boss to you already. This base won't go down as easily as the last one. I'll be the judge of that. The last one took me, what, 3 moves in the actual fight? Please load. This base belongs to Team Star. I'm not turning back. I'm going to kill you. You know what also is weird? The fact that these guys still wear the school uniform. It's been painted over, but like, come on. You're basically barely students if you're not even going to school. Anyways, hi. Not very effective, but whatever, I'm still loads stronger than you. Hooray. We defeated the Team Star Grunt. I defended myself alright. I don't know if that counts as a defense. I'm crazy strong. Yep, that's me. That's me. Goodbye. Hasta la vista. And now Clive's here to intro. I feel like it's gonna be the cutscenes that make this take forever. Foo-floom. It's Charlos. Is this Pokemon yours? It's Charlos, the Charcadet. He's one of the Pokemon the Academy takes care of within its grounds. Why it's here, I don't know. He ran off. He may have some connection to them. Okay. Can I stop being interrupted and just take care of this shit? It's Mella's all-rounder. She's angry. Take down all the grunts. Whatever. I didn't pay attention to what the name of the squad is. It doesn't matter. Ring, ring, ring. Ding dong. Let's give her the bait. 30 Pokemon in 10 minutes. Hooray. I feel like if this literally wasn't just the most bare bones rock, paper, scissors thing imaginable, there would be a little bit more interesting stuff to do with, like, making a thing based on the auto-battling system. But the thing about the auto-battling system is that it's literally meant to be mindless. So having an entire section based on it is just boring. It doesn't get better when the Pokemon are harder. It just means that it's a little bit more annoying. Like, this gameplay is identical. The only annoyance is sometimes when you're fighting something that's stronger, you will also take a little bit of damage, so eventually you have to go to one of, like, the vending machines that are nearby. You can see one over in the corner there, right over in front of me. Like, you go to a vending machine and you get healed up, and then you start doing it again. And it's just... it's not interesting. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. And it's something that again, it's a criticism of the game that I feel like nobody talks about, because anything anybody ever criticized about this game is the graphics. That's it. Graphics, performance, all the visual stuff. Nothing about anything else. Now I need to just find one more Pokemon. Lit layout. Go. Yay, that took me 1 minute. And I overachieved. And now I have to fight a guy. It's Mela and her crazy boots that don't let her bend her knees. Hello. You're the dope who picked a fight. I don't know why you'd do something stupid. Prepare to get messed up. Sorry for you, but this game did not level things accordingly. This was the last Team Star I originally fought. So this battle is going to be identical to the one that I had before. Right here, right now, you're going down. The sunlight turned harsh. But guess what? I'm still 30 levels higher than you. That's one turn. And now the Revavroom comes out. I ain't burned to a crisp just yet. Fire, fire, fire stuff. Well, this one doesn't have Intimidate, but it's still faster. It's the Shadar Starmobile. Alright, it looks like this is also going to take 3 turns. Oh no, you copied my speed boost. Blazing Torque. That took 34 damage from a critical hit, okay. So you are slightly stronger. Fine, sure, I'll give you that. You got a crit. You're luckier, I guess. Goodbye. At least the music's good. Alright. Is this really how it's gonna end? What a hassle. Flashback scene that tries to develop these guys. Man, what a hassle. Pulled it off just in time. I managed to get a bunch of Charcadet to evolve. That ought to be enough power to... That ought to be enough to power the Starmobile and finally get that hunk of metal rolling. Shut it with the snide comments. Blah 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 blah. Being rude and saying mean things is literally your whole deal. The girls at the Academy have always been jealous of how cute Melly is. She just puts on a surly attitude so they'll stop picking on her. How about we leave it at that? It's almost time for the big event. Operation Star is about to happen. They already got in touch with all the bullies and asked them to head over to the schoolyard. I burned through everything I had, now I sputtered out. It is funny that they at least acknowledge that her boots would not let her fucking bend her legs, so she just has to step like that. But I don't understand the... Why would you design a character like that to begin with? Why? What is... I don't get it. These are meant to be regular-ass people. I know they're, like, burnt-out kids, but, like... I don't know. It bothers me. He's giving me a thing to for my Pokemon. Hi. It's the Charcadet. If it's Charlos, he came to this base looking for you. He's very attached to you. He remembers you from 1.5 years ago, apparently. Charlos wants her to come back. They say Team Star is holed up in these bases to plot something against the Academy. First I've heard of a stupid rumor like that. Everyone's still spouting garbage. What about that modified car you were just motoring around in now? Starmobile, we made that thing a long time ago to help us out with a big fight, but we never actually used it against anyone before you two came looking for trouble. You never used it before, and what's this about a big fight? Ever heard of Operation Star? This is the first time hearing of it. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know. For me and the rest of Team Star, it's a memory we'll always treasure. We'll find out more about it when we beat the other 3. But now it's time to get a visit from Penny, as she gives me things. Smella's Team Star badges in my possession. There's no boss to lead them, the rest of the Shadar squad shouldn't last long. You got distracted. Yay. Bonus materials from Penny. Thank you. Why don't you have the uniform? Oh, hi, Koraidon. Wants to lick Penny. They can't even put the model next to her. There are literally only 5 places where this cutscene could occur, and they can't make sure that it looks correctly. It really always does come back to, like, the visuals kind of sucking. What even is that Pokemon? It's an awesome Pokemon. Now he's a sleepy Pokemon. My name's Ulti. What do I think of Team Star? They're not all that. Interesting. The rumors say Team Star wasn't always a bunch of delinquents. Most of them used to be victims of bullying, or they just found it hard to interact with people. But then these misfits and outsiders found each other and banded together. They wanted to push back against the bullies they couldn't face alone. Found talk about some secret mastermind behind the 5 bosses. My throat kinda hurts now. Bye. Alright, well... next time on Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet, I'm going to do the rest of Team Star, probably. Or at the very least, probably 2 of them. I don't know if we'll be able to do all 3. Might take a little longer. But... yeah. So I'll go, like, fly to, like, an area that's, like, nearby one of them. Maybe I'll start with, like, the hardest one, just so that things are, like, a little bit more interesting, so I'll, like... here, I'll start over here. So, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet, we're gonna do more Team Star, and that should be fine. You get the gist of, like, the story, and I can then continue complaining about it. I still think that this is, like, the lowest point of this entire game, but... oh well. Yeah. So, next time, Pokémon!